So this is what it comes to. I suppose all things are moving in this world, ever changing, ever the new replacing the old. But where are my manners? Pardon me, my fellow Sultan. I forgot to bow and pay my respects to you," said the wounded and defeated blessed father of all Aserai, Sultan Unkid, as a new fit of coughing erupted from his lungs. Partia al-It, leader of the Banu al-It, Sultan of Ashkhas, and splendid victor in the recent battles against his former lord Unkid at the peninsula just east of Charas, stoic defender against the overwhelming forces of Unkid's mercenaries, and conqueror of Usank Castle, has come to visit his divine prisoner at night. The Mamluk palace guards posted in front of the door to his room in Usank Castle at first didn't want to let Partia in, his face covered by a cowl. At a single glance of Partia's eyes, the guards instantly recognized their beloved commander and stepped aside, as the merchant king stepped into the old lion's den. After such a greeting, Unkid made his best attempt to mock a bow to Partia, but that only triggered more coughing and a spasm of pain through his body. "Got me good. Square in the chest, old friend. Congratulations on your so-called victories. All you did was rouse the lion's wrath. You captured me. Sure, that will confuse my loyal followers, but I was wise to have an intelligent successor ready to lead my men. You defeated an assorted rabble of mercenaries and some small emirs who could not fight together as one and came at you separately, and you captured the castle of your close friend Seratis, one of the few who spoke ever for you in council meetings. You, who voted for him to have that castle in the first place. How ironic." Once again, a shortness of breath and more coughing interrupted Unkid. Partia could see, feel, and basically touch the rage and fury seething out from the Sultan, albeit he kept his controlled outlook. It pained the caravan master's son in his heart to see the great Sultan reduced to this. The Lion of Charas and the Merchant King were confused at this turn of events. The Sultan of Ashkhas spoke with confidence and determination. "I came not for idle talk, or to sit here and let you slander me and my men, or to let you throw shade at our glorious victories. No. I came to look you in the eyes and see for myself the divine Sultan of Aserai. You think that I am like you, but I am so much more. This rebellion, as you call it, is not for political gain or wealth and prosperity. Far from it. This is a rebirth, a cleansing that our people have desired for ages. I bring them food, peace, and wealth. I take their interest as my own, and all my actions are for their good. Your capture and defeat was necessary to help speed up this process, as was the rout of your mercenary dogs, and as for Seratis Castle, it was too great a risk to leave that in my rear, as I head further into your lands. All your words were lies to try and rob me of my triumph, though I do not rejoice in it." Partia sat back down heavily. He just talked back to the Sultan. At the reply of his defeated foe, the Sultan of Ashkhas raised up his head to listen and to look at Unkid. He looked older now, still filled with anger, but almost remorseful. "I may not be the best of leaders, for I made a lot of mistakes, but I have experience in this field, and I ask you, was all this bloodshed necessary? Did you fulfill your little fantasy and satisfy your pride, or do you still wish for more? You say that all you do is for your people, but who are they? Valandians, Imperials, or Aserai? And what do they care if you have some new castle or city? All they want is to see their crops and children grow bigger and stronger. And what of this liberation? You mean to free the people of the Aserai from under my tyrannical boot by killing them by the hundreds and the thousands? Who do you think fights in my armies? Those very same people who you wish to help. Return to me when you found a way to do things right and without bloodshed and sacrifice of one's interests for another's. Because otherwise, you and I are not as different as you claim to be." At this, Unkid laid back on his bed and closed his eyes. Partia sat there for a while, contemplating what he has done, what he is doing, and what he is about to do. At dawn, the Sultan of Ashkhas and glorious victor came out of his prisoner's room to celebrate the victory with his subjects. Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another chapter in the adventures of Partia al-It in Bannerlord. The castle into which our hero was once denied entry now flies the flags of not just the al-It, but the Sultanate of the Ashkhas. Artia al-It has come a long way since his humble beginnings, but he has a long way to go yet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bannerlord. Indeed, a long way to go yet as we kick today's session off by striking at Aristochorus Castle. Now, I've seen many of you mention in the comments that that is not the right call, that instead we should strike at Ortizia, keep our regions consolidated so that we might better defend them, and then consider Aristochorus Castle afterwards. And of course, I take your opinions and thoughts into account, but here is why I think Aristochorus Castle is our first target, our prime target. And I'll say this as we travel through the lands and try to pick up some new recruits for our slightly weakened army, if I'm completely honest with myself. So here's the thing. When we strike, well, first of all, let's go ahead and accept ownership of Usank Castle. No one else can have it. It shall be mine. But when we strike at whether it be Ortizia or Aristochorus, we will have to try and starve the garrison out and hopefully weaken them significantly. And if that works out, then we can assault the castle or the city and with, little resistance, take it. Now that's easier to do at Aristochorus Castle, where the nearest defending army might be fairly far away. At Ortizia, we are right by the gates, and so defending armies are more likely to come by more often. And when they arrive, we have two options. One is to stand and fight and to try and, defeat them while maintaining our siege. And the other is to actually assault the castle or settlement or whatever it might be, and take to the walls and try and hold that line before the defending army arrives and engages us. Now the thing is, Ortizia's garrison, if I recall correctly, is well above 700 or so. So you take the 700, you add on the walls, the ballista, and all that stuff that they'll have to help them out. It's basically like taking my 500 against 900 strong. Now, of course, those numbers are only relevant if the defending army arrives more or less immediately after we engage in a siege battle. But it's enough of a risk. It gives us sort of something to sort of consider against, right? The risk factor there. Whereas, let's say even we manage to whittle down that garrison to sub 500, sub 400, whatever it might be, and then we're forced to attack, right? And we have a chance of success. And let's say we succeed and we take Ortizia. Our army will be so badly bruised and battered that would be the end of this war. I mean to say of this campaign. I mean the campaign of liberation. Udram has gotten away now. Great. Get away from Garantor Tovir. I might actually chase him down and finish off another 103. Let's go ahead and pick up some recruits first. So if I were to strike and take Ortizia, I'd end up with a very, very heavily weakened army, and we'd have to wait a very long time or recruit a lot of lower tier units again before we could push forward. And that's sort of the big stopping point. Instead, if I strike at Aristochorus first, and let's say again we're forced to attack, as much as I'd like to whittle down the garrison and attack when it's super weak, let's say we're forced to attack, I feel like we would come out better and we'd be able to maintain momentum and then come back to Ortizia. The other thing as well is, I'm only pausing because I'm going to be chasing Tovir. The other thing as well to consider is if we take Ortizia, let's say we take it without any losses, right? If we take Ortizia and then with our 500 strong army move down to Aristochorus Castle, Ortizia is ripe for the taking. Again, armies can flow through with little resistance. They can skip right past Garantor Castle and strike at Ortizia, and I'll have to keep coming back to actually defend and hold it. Whereas instead, if we hold Aristochorus Castle, though it can be struck from the other side, it is harder to get to, right? It's right down this funnel. But I don't think it'll be attacked. At least not by the Aserai. Who knows? Somebody else might declare war on us, right? So if I take Aristochorus Castle, I don't have to go back from Ortizia repeatedly to defend it from Aserai attackers. Instead, I can stay over here and block the entrance overall. So there's a couple of reasons why I think Aristochorus is the first holding to take here, and then we move to Ortizia. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, I know it's a lot of moving parts and a lot of names and pieces that I'm taking into consideration. Hopefully I've communicated it cleanly. Basically what I'm getting at is that in the process of taking Ortizia, we will either end up with a crippled army unable to further our goals, or we will end up successful, but constantly needing to come back to defend Ortizia against the Aserai attackers, who will be trying to take it back, and that in turn will prevent us from making progress. Those are my lines of thinking, as it were, with regards to going after Aristochorus Castle first. That hopefully that TLDR is a little clearer. Down to Lycia we go, and now we can rush on over to Aristochorus. Lots of recruits over here. Unfortunately, none for me. Lycia has been hurt. Guarantor Castle, what's your garrison like? 661. I think it's very unlikely that we're going to be struck at Guarantor or Charas. Now, before I forget, actually, I do want to make some adjustments to the party. It just occurred to me. I always forget that this needs to be done at the beginning of every session. So let's go ahead and do this before I get too far along and then forget to make adjustments. Everybody else is fine, I believe. There are the Valandian Levy crossbow need to be separated as well, because they are ranged, but for some reason the game puts them into infantry. And apart from that, let's go ahead and see... Well, first of all... Okay, no, we're maxed out. There are some prisoners that are willing to join us, but we're currently maxed out. Oh, damn, I should have left Radagast at, at Usank Castle. I forgot I had him with me. Oh, it's okay. We'll drop him off at Aristochorus. Or maybe he'll escape from my grasp. It's not the end of the world. It's been suggested that if we speak to our prisoners and threaten them, they're less likely to escape. Yes, he says. Don't do anything stupid like trying to run away. I'll be watching you. No, I swear I won't, he says. Okay, fair enough. It's been suggested that that helps, so we'll see if that is indeed the case. All right, we're done here. Let's keep moving. Got our recruits, a fairly strong arm. The Western Empire has declared war on us. Well, that's hardly ideal, but I feel like we might be able to propose peace. We'd have to pay 490 tribute a day. I don't know if I'm happy with that, but I don't know if I want massive armies rolling through and causing us trouble. Full support. I mean... Oh, man, we could try it. This is a good reason. I mean, I guess I'm glad I didn't spend all my influence. I was going to pass some policies at the top of this session, but slipped my mind. I guess everything happens for a reason, right? Aserai watches over us. Let's go ahead and push for peace. We'll forgive them their mistake of declaring war on us. Despite majority support against it. Support is 100%. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, our issue right now is with the Aserai. Well, specifically with Unkid. Alright, let's make our way over. Now, the one thing we have to consider is everyone going to declare war on us one by one? Because we're technically a relatively weak faction right now. So we are ripe for the taking. Let's see, Tovir, are you in charge of your people? You are. I could just have that conversation with him. Oh, of course we get stuck here. Okay, let's see. His speed is 4.8, we're 3.9. Gonna be a hard time catching him if he gets up to that bridge. Let's try and corner him up over here against Garangolia. And again, this might be a complete waste of time, right? Let's push. We've got him cornered. We either speak to him or we capture him. So I guess it won't be a waste of time. Oh, come on. There we go. Cornered now. Don't you dare. There we go. Okay, beautiful. It always worries me because I never know when to click. What do you want, stranger? Who are you? I am Partia. Who are you? I am Tovir, a chieftain of the Sturgeons. I know your name. I hear you defeated my ally, Yun of the Forest People, in battle. I did. Something I'd like to discuss. Your liege, Tovir, is not worth of your loyalty. I am the rightful ruler of these lands. I would like your support. Blah, blah, blah. Treason. Oh, critical failure chance. A fail whole persuasion chance. 12%. I'll take the risk. 40% chance of a critical success. You may know me as a man of honor. Oh, what? Was not expecting that to work. Ah, yes, you're totally right. I gave an oath to my liege. If he ever violated his oath to you, it absolves you of your duty to him. And we know Unkid is likely to violate oaths. Yes, you might be correct. Unkid and I have been through a great deal together. Listen, put your interests and the good of the realm first. There's too much at stake for that. Oh my god, wow. Now we're probably going to have to pay him a decent sum of money. Very well, you've convinced me that this is something I can consider. This is a dangerous step, however, and I'm putting my life and the lives of my people at risk. I need some sort of support from you before I can change my allegiance. He means money. Now this shouldn't be... Oh, wow. I need to give him 1 dinar and he'll accept? Makes me wonder if I've made a mistake here. I mean, it's costing me nothing. He might leave us right away, but it's costing me literally nothing. So, very well here. This is a weird conversation. Tovir, yep, offer that. Very well. This is a great step to take, but it must be done. Oh, but it must be done. I thought there was more there. So I've gained a skill point in charm now at 190, so that should hopefully help with convincing others to join us. Finally, an ally in this chaos. Finally, an ally. And actually, we should be able to spend the influence required to join that 115 to ours, and that way nobody else can speak to him, and that way... Hey. What is this? There we go. I'm like, come join me. Engaging get drops. Not necessary, dude. Oh my god. There we go. Though actually... What's his name? Garatops. Gatrops, I read the first time. Garatops of the Hand is not in charge. Let him be. Just 80 strong. But yeah, so now nobody else can speak to him, and hopefully that'll prevent them from being taken away from me. Tamnu Castle is being besieged, okay. Villagers, looters, losing some gold on the regular. I'm glad I have a fund, I suppose. The villagers of Vanilla. I mean, I could help them out over here. You know what? They are still my people. They are still my people. They are that... Sorry about that edit there. There was some construction sounds going on. I didn't realize how loud they were going to get. But yeah, so these are still Aserai, right? So I still have a duty to defend them, I think. Let's go ahead and crush these looters and make very quick work of them. And hopefully it'll, you know, it'll maintain my role. Oh, come on. I guess because they're both my enemies, I can't get involved. Well, the intent was there. The intent was there. Let's march on towards Logistical Castle then. No one has attacked any of our holdings yet, which is promising, but who knows? Who knows what's to come, right? I'm so on edge and nervous about how things are going to go. Ooh, Hakan. I don't think he is in charge, is he? Hakan. No. Not in charge at all. Stop conspiracy. Oh, here we go. Attis won the tournament at Maranath. Good for him. I mean, he's leveling up still, even though we haven't assigned him anything. So here's the thing. Try to stop the conspiracy. Istiana's plan. Istiana knows of the rise of Yara's Khas. Rumor says Istiana's plan to undo your progress. Be ready. I mean, we've read this already, but just to highlight what the conspiracy is, we have to try to stop it. In 20 days, it will fail. And I believe to stop it... Actually, you know what? I'm actually not sure. I believe to stop it... Do we weaken the Empire? Or do we have to, like, murder Istiana or something? Come to think of it, I don't know if I've ever cared much for this quest in my other playthroughs. Or if things have changed. Well, if you have an idea of how we can try to stop this conspiracy, let me know in the comments, my fellow counselors. But for now, we march on to Logistical Castle. We have 20 days until that becomes a serious problem. What does the defense over here look like? 414 defenders. So, a decent number. They have some food available as well, but again, with our artillery and all set up, we should be able to make quick work of at least some of the defenders. If we can pull them down to, 300, 200, I think we'll be able to ride in and see some success. We're fine for cohesion, and this will help our influence gain as well significantly, I think. I wonder if... See, I am tempted to push for, I believe it was castle charters. This was suggested in the comments as well. Castle upgrade cost is reduced. Oh. I thought it also gave me influence based on the castles I have. Something to think about, though. Reducing upgrade costs is something to think about. Not right now, though. We're okay. Let's go ahead and besiege the castle. Yes, hurt my relations with Banu Kild a little bit. What are you going to do? And let's stick with our traditional approach. There has been sort of a modified approach that's been suggested recently, which I'm going to take into consideration, but I want to, like, sort of test it in a different playthrough first before I, risk everything, so to speak. in a very crucial situation. Let's put it that way. For now, though, let's go ahead and take Aristocor's Castle. 414 healthy defenders. It says 0 days of food here, so I don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. Keep an eye on our trebs as they get built. Gone. I mean, they're going to come to try and defend it, surely. I have to be very wary of that. Who knows, if a 1,000-strong army comes down here, we're in trouble. This is a bottleneck. We will be in trouble. Zaratis himself. Oh, we were supposed to be friends. We were supposed to be friends. We're losing money at a decent rate, I want to be honest. Might be wise to send Attis out there sooner rather than later. 2,000 a day. I mean, we have 1.5 million. So there is money. There is money. But don't want to operate at a deficit for the rest of my life, right? And that's typically not how you want to do it. Right, here come the defenders. 140 plus another, what was it, 58, 60? Okay, so that's about 200 defenders, okay. More are definitely coming. There's a large army coming, isn't there? There it is. There it is. We have invested a fair bit over here. What are we going to do? Run away? No. No, we can't do that. Alright, here's what we'll do. They're going to try and strike at us. We'll fight. We'll fight. Change my inventory over here. Let's make sure I'm properly equipped, because right now I'm equipped with my siege equipment. Go ahead and get ourselves our Valandian Heavy Lance, I believe is the right call. And let's go ahead and get our glaive as well. Show Ayalis that he has made a glaive mistake. There we go. Hopefully we'll be able to make very quick work of this army. Even though we're outnumbered, hopefully our skills will work in our favor. Calling them skills is sometimes a little risky. 285 with us. Let's level some people up and get some of those prisoners to join us as well, because we'll be over our limit. But if there's ever a time to be over our limit, it's when we are being pushed past our limit, I guess is the way to put it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. Review. Oh yeah, this is quite a few troops actually. This is good. This is good. Tribal horsemen as well. I mean, this basically says that I'm expecting to lose at least, what, 10, 20 men in my own party. Yeah, 20, 30 men. But hey, if it happens, it happens. Now's the time to fight. Here they come. Oh. Ooh. Didn't expect to scare them off. That's a bit of a problem, because people will start deserting now. Oh no, here they come. No, come on, attack me. Oh, how dare they. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, if people are going to start deserting, man, they duped me. They got me there. They got me there. Okay, hold on. No. This is not what we need to do. What we need to do is go to... It's not the end of the world, because I can go to Valdim, speak to him, give him some of my troops. Your Highness, it's been a while. Indeed it has. Let me inspect your troops. Make sure none leave my my army. You can have the Variag. You can have, let's see, the Hidden Hand. The Aserai Tribal Horseman, sure. Do the Boar Veteran as well. I would like to clean up my my numbers a little bit. Like, not my numbers, but my troop types a little bit, just so it's a little bit cleaner to look at. We have a big variety of cavalry types, though, and I don't want to reduce my own cavalry that I ride around with. But whatever I can do. Go ahead and give up some of these Valandian sharpshooters. We're all marching together, so at the end of the day, it's, like, no big deal. Have the Brigand, too, sure. And let's go ahead and get you one of the Valandian infantry as well. Because I want to train these guys up along my own path. Alright, cool, done. You are well over your limit. Why did I not check that? Why did I not check that? All right, hold on. 7, I can only give him 4 troops. My apologies, folks. Alright, so let's go all the way back down over here. Hidden Hand, Sergeant Crossbow, Veteran Foxman, Boar Veteran. Okay, done. Yes. I must leave now, and I must speak to lovely Lady Arua, I believe, is the only other one with room. Yep. I don't know how much room, though, if I'm honest. She might actually be topped up. Let me inspect your troops. Damn, she is topped up. Okay, well, that's not ideal. That's not ideal. Fair enough. Who do I give to you? Suppose I could give you... I want to give like a higher tier, sure, Battanian hand-picked warrior. So I need to get rid of how many soldiers now? Man. 14. That hurts. 14 soldiers. That really hurts. Yeah, I must leave now. Trying to figure out how long I'm willing to wait. Nah, people will start abandoning soon. And I can't have higher tier units abandoning me. When I have lower tier units, I can give up. 14. Imperial infantrymen. No, I need them. Valanian infantry. I could get rid of... Alright, let's go all the way to the bottom here. I can get rid of the looter. The Aserai recruit. The Vigla recruit, I suppose. As nice as it would be. They're only tier 2, right? So we can go ahead and get rid of them. Get rid of the 3 Imperial recruits. Trying to drop the lower tier before I have to drop anybody from the higher tiers. Get there. Except for these guys, obviously, because I was hoping to get something out of them. But it seems that won't be the case. Fine, let's get rid of the Aserai tribesmen. That hurts. Get rid of the Valanian footmen. 3 more I need to remove. 3 more I need to remove. Ah, fine. We can always recruit more, I suppose. Man, I got had there. I got had. Fair enough. Now they're going to attack again? Of course. I just took too many troops. Well, this is not ideal. Let's take it on. Let's take it on. What else can we do? Partia. It's been a while. It has. I hear you took Usank Castle. I did indeed. Their hand. Perhaps you don't have to come to blows. Your liege is not worth of your loyalty. He's not even going to listen. He's in an army. Unkid? My kinsman, Unkid? Long may he live. Also, I forgot that he's related to Unkid. Very well. I think you're the one who ought to surrender, my good friend. Indeed, we fight. This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. Saratis is here as well. Alright, let's attack. We're obviously not going to just send the troops. Let's attack. And as long as we stay focused, we'll be fine. As long as we stay on top of everything, right? And by on top of everything, I do mean high ground as well. I can't see any right off the bat. They are the attackers, so they will be aggressive. Let's see what we can do over here. Oh, dear. Goes up there. Warriors back there. Let's go. Off your horses. Shield wall. Get you up over there. Guys over here. The hill over here as well. That's a bit steeper, though, is what I'm thinking. This is also nice. Our cavalry up over here. Hopefully we haven't picked the wrong point to stand on. Let's get our horse archers over here as well, please. Trying something a little different with the horse archers. Set up over there properly? Yeah, we are. Alright. Go. Let's go, let's go. And drop some of these guys. Before they're able to do too much to us. In goes our cavalry. Horse archers have arrived, have they? Yes, they have. The cavalry is over there. Our infantry is over there. Archers are lined up. Yep, good stuff. Cavalry getting work done. Indeed they are. We done here? A couple of them left. They're taking some losses, and I don't like that. Stick to me. Come on, drop him. Okay, good. Taking a lot of losses. Our archers are getting to work now. Horse archers. Take command. Cavalry can push in. Archers are getting some work done, yeah. Time to be a commander here. Go, let's go, let's go. Charge in. Okay, I'm surrounded here. Not ideal. What are we doing? Their archers are all the way back over there. I don't see any archers. Keep their men chasing after me as well. Oh, jeez. Push up over here, cavalry. Is that our archers? What's going on? Kinda messy. Right. Over here, engage fools. Done, done, done. Well done, men. Well done. Fourth the front line again, I think. Engage with our infantry. Looks like they're not actually engaging properly. In we go. Okay, cavalry's coming in for another rear charge. There's all their archers coming through. Let's stay away from that. In comes the rear charge. Look at that top right corner. Oh my god, look at that lag. Stuff, good stuff. Footman. Hold. What? Where are my reinforcements coming from? What is this? That's gotta be hurting me. And the horse archer's back over here as well. Done decently here. Bring our cavalry over. Hopefully we can send in another charge or something. Let's, going over here. Let's go. Charging ourselves. Okay, let's not get involved. Taking too much concentration here. Push in. Let's try and shut down some of those archers, I think. Again, got to be careful with our advances, right? Archers up over here. Let's go. Get the glaive out. This frame rate's not helping. Infantry charge. Let's go. Ah, come on. It's only when reinforcements spawn that this kind of trouble happens. Is from what I've understood. There we go. Dropping a couple fools. Missing a couple fools. We're coming through. We've done pretty well, actually. We've done pretty well, I think. Taking a lot of losses on the cavalry. Hopefully most of those are wounds, though. Archers move forward as well. Yeah, my reinforcements arriving from God knows where was not helpful, obviously, but take what I can get. A lot of cavalry over there. Don't know if I want to engage them myself, alone. Charge men, come on, let's go. Drop a few more of these fools on their way out. We need to minimize how many of them get away, because this is quite a few of them actually getting away. I also need to minimize how much damage I take. I need to be able to fight battle after battle, right? Not forget that. Dropped another one. There we go. And another one. And oh, another one. Beautiful. Worried I was going to miss him when he turned around. Loop back around. Going the long way here. Oh, there's enough to take on. Drop you. Beautiful. Drop some of these horsemen. Good. Our other troops have engaged the enemy as well. Oh, he got his shield up right on time. Again, taking a couple losses. I sincerely hope most of these losses are wounds and not deaths. There we go. Dropped him. Yeah, you can see most of them seem to be wounds. As I say that, obviously a death happens. Oh, come on now. That shield was nowhere near when my glaive came through. Oh, that time it was. I can't fault that. Dropped him off his horse. Good stuff. Stay safe, men. Stay safe. Down he goes. Excellent. Cleanup going on. There are quite a few of them getting away now, aren't they? Let's see if I can close the gap up there and get some work done. Whoa. What is this? What is this? Come on, game. I believe in you. Hello? I guess this is what we get with early access sometimes. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. We're back in. That was... that was wild. I was like, don't tell me I've lost this battle. By lost, you know what I mean. Drop that fool. Mercenary scout. I guess a bunch of them must have escaped at the same time or something. can't stop this flow. That's quite a few people to try and stop. Ah, well. They are Aserai. I guess I shouldn't mind some of them surviving, right? Well done, men. Well done. A hard-fought battle. Let's see how many we lost and how many were simply hurt. Hopefully we're fine. Defenders. Oh, wow. Actually, that's not bad at all. If I'm completely honest, that's not bad at all. 104 lost only. Cool. Okay, okay. 125 leveled up. Yeah, alright. I'm very pleased with that. We killed over 500. Wounded over 200. Just under 200 got away. Not too shabby. Now, do I want to see the circumstances of my, like, cavalry and stuff? Not particularly. Too many parties to look at. I wish you could organize these by different unit types and different metrics and whatnot. Just so you could keep a track of what your army composition is actually looking like and things like that, but it is what it is. Hakan, you are at my mercy. You're my prisoner now. You are my prisoner now. Or of the forest people. Yeah, you as well. Had to think about it. Had to think about it. Lek of the forest people. You as well. And Yun of the forest people. Oh, I didn't realize he... Huh, okay, sure, yeah, you too. All the forest people. And who are you? Sorry about yet another edit. More construction sounds. My apologies. What I was gonna say was, it's unfortunate that, like, I wish I could speak to these guys when I've captured them, rather than imprison them or let them go. I wish I could say, like, listen, you made a mistake. Let's join forces. But unfortunately, no can do. So you're my prisoner. The more we take from Unkid's Aserai, you know, the less he has, right? That's how that works. Ayalis, you're my prisoner as well. Nukar, you're my prisoner as well. Now, the problem here is that they're all going to escape because we are well above our limit. Yeah. Well above our limit. Damn. I wonder if I should have just let some of them go so we could have, you know, better relations at least. Oh, it is what it is. I'm going to go with the pikeman. Looks cooler. Sure, and then the mercenary crossbows over here. And on the bright side, lots of leveling up in that battle. Not just for me too, but my other like clan members. Their parties have grown stronger too. That was a good fight. You know what? That was a solid fight. Lost just about 100. I really do need more infantry, don't I? Let's go with the Valandian swordsman here. I need more infantry. I mean, I'm even wondering if we keep the Valandian billman here. Do it. It's about time that guy got upgraded. He's been waiting for so long for a warhorse. Mamluk Palace Guard are tempting. Now let's go with Mamluk Heavy Cavalry again. That's ranged cavalry, right? So that's worth it. I'll pick up the looter. And 120... Or sorry, 230-ish. Am I doing my math right? No, 240-ish. Why can't I math 250-ish? Like, why can't I math right now? I'm just distracted by, like, keeping an ear out for these construction sounds. My apologies if that's throwing me off, folks. Now, this is a bit of a bummer, actually. 124, so I have to leave behind about 11 prisoners. Okay, who are our lowest tier prisoners? The Aserai tribesmen. Okay, and some Aserai Mamluk soldiers as well. 117. Anybody else lower? Okay, it's not so bad. Not so bad. 111. Gotta get rid of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess 8, 9, 10. I did that wrong, didn't I? Need to get rid of one more. So I get rid of one of the Aserai footmen. Yeah, okay, cool. Now, is there any higher tier troop that I want on, actually? Because that's to say, right, if I can get 6 skirmishers and leave behind 6, I don't know, footmen. Actually, the footmen are nice as well. Actually, we're pretty well kitted up with our prisoners, our reserve forces, if you will. Jeez, it's a lot of good troops, though. Okay, if we take the Imperial Train Infantry and leave the Hidden Hand behind. Valandian Infantry. Leave the Imperial Infantrymen behind. Take the Valandian Infantry on. I think that's about all the micromanaging I'm willing to do right now. Alright, cool. Again, once we can drop off the noble prisoners, we'll be okay. It's unfortunate letting 189, almost 200 prisoners just go. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's pick up all the loot, of course. The siege continues. Sorry about yet another edit, folks. It feels like the people next door are working on some DIY project. They're trying to construct their own cupboards or something while I'm trying to construct a kingdom over here. Sorry about that edit. It's been like 3 hours between the last edit and now, so I just want to apologize in advance if I repeat myself a little bit or anything like that, or if I seem a little disjointed. But yeah. Sounds like they're done. And we can continue with our DIY project over here in taking Aristochorus Castle. So as I was saying, the siege continues. Hopefully, we're going to see some good progress over here. And we're going to take Aristochorus Castle with minimal losses. I mean, we are doing a fair bit of damage to their garrison. It's just a matter of time. And I just want to point out that this is just a visual bug over here with all of the trebuchet firing off into the water. That actually means they're firing at the walls. And unfortunately, we just got bartered off. I guess Radagast or the Forest people. I really, it bothers me that how easily people get bartered off. I mean, sure, I'm getting some ransom money, but that's not what I want. I want to prevent my enemies from having large armies. Anyway, what I was saying was, even though the Trebs look like they're firing off into the water, that's actually them attacking the walls. And the unfortunate truth is, though, that we cannot see the health bars of the walls over here. So we just have to keep an eye out for the visual indicators when the walls actually, well, collapse. Again, it's an early access build of the game. So, you know, we can be a little forgiving about things like this. Also, sometimes when they're firing off into the side, I think they're actually firing at enemy artillery as well. But either way, rest assured that even though visually things don't look right, they are working right. So we are good to hit forward in time. And again, the only time we actually cause any deaths among the garrison is when we destroy a piece of artillery. So what we really want to happen is we want the enemy to keep building more artillery pieces, and we want to keep destroying it so that hopefully we can whittle them down. Now, I'm really hoping, so there's one wall down, as you can see over here. I'm really hoping we can bring them down significantly, because going 400 or, you know, approximately 500 versus 300 isn't really what I'm hoping for here. I'm hoping for more like 500 versus, I don't know, you know, 200 maybe. Maybe that's more comfortable. For now, though, really quickly, let's go ahead and let Arwa and Valdim step away. Because what I want to do is... Oh, you know what? Actually, that'll drop my cohesion. I keep forgetting that it does that. So let's just go ahead and invest in cohesion instead. I don't want Tovir to be, for some reason, I don't know, unable to join us again or anything silly like that. So that's why let's just go ahead and pump up cohesion a little bit and keep time moving forward. Again, we're about 560 strong when everyone's all healed up. So pretty comfortable about our numbers, but I just don't want to jump too eagerly forward. Both walls have been cracked, so that's wonderful. Let's at least get them down to 300. Let's see how long it takes. So when a catapult goes down to 365. I could also swap these out. It's been suggested that I swap Trebs out for catapults, because they are sometimes better at eliminating enemy soldiers in battle. So I'm going to try that out. There was a whole methodology that was suggested to me, and I do want to experiment with it a little bit, but I also want to, I don't know, feel a little bit more comfortable, I guess, before I start taking too many large risks. Down to 360. We don't want to waste too much time here either, is the other thing. There we go. We've got a fire onager. Onager. I've never quite known how to say it exactly. Let's replace my fire ballista as well. I mean, the ballista is supposed to be good against infantry, but historically, when we've put them on the battlefield, I don't know if we've seen evidence of that. And I've been told, again, that the catapults are better at that task. So I'm really hoping to see that work out on the battlefield. And I think I'm only willing to wait like one more day or something, because this is taking its sweet time. Down to about 340. Okay, sure. Let's maybe destroy this catapult and then move forward. Because how long am I going to wait out over here and allow the enemy to regroup and strengthen, right? That's the real question. Down to 343. Yeah, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Do I have the patience? I don't think I do. I think most of you knew the answer to that question before I even finished asking it. Let's go ahead and upgrade some of these soldiers. Sure, upgrade you guys as well, because they'll have better armor at least. They won't get shot down as easily. Aserai footmen. Yep, Aserai infantry. So they have their shields at the very least. And let's go ahead and pick up some prisoners too, so that we are, yes, a little, extra in terms of our numbers. That's going to come out to benefit us, I think. All right, cool. I don't think I have the patience to wait any longer, if I'm completely honest with myself. So we're done over here. Yes, we are. We are going to adjust my equipment. I'm glad I remembered to do that. That's the downside of taking a break between, like, in the middle of a recording, is you lose a track of the flow. And I almost forgot to swap my equipment out because I completely forgot that we were in this situation. Let's go with the range arrows, right? Let's stick with those. I don't think we have a better replacement just quite yet. And, yeah, done here. I mean, we should be able to take this on without issue. The garrison is relatively small. The militia is going to be pretty weak and easy to take care of as long as our troops approach appropriately. Also, one thing I wanted to check was our... oh, man. Okay. I always look at the prisoner count. Right. My party still has 32 cavalry. I was like, I only have 3 cavalry? That's impossible. The outcome of that previous battle is... it's a quick read over here, I suppose. We can look at this stuff really quickly to see where we're standing. Anyway, let's dive in, shall we? Lead the assault, because I lack the patience. I know it. I know it's a flaw of mine, but it's one that I will embrace. Let's dive on into Aristocor's castle. Let's take it, and then we can start worrying about Ortisia and spending time conquering that, right? Again, we've cracked both sets of walls over here, so hopefully we're not going to have a hard time getting in. My one concern is archers up over there, and I would assume archers up over here as well would be worrying. So what I'm going to do, actually, that's my cavalry. Let's go ahead and put all the cavalry over here. Let's go ahead and put all of our infantry, I guess is as far up as they can go, up that way. I can charge up that way, though I don't want to get, turned into a pincushion either. Got our archers. Some of them are back over here, all the way back there. I'm not sure exactly what purpose that serves. Go ahead and... oh, you know what? I mean, some are going to want to get onto their artillery pieces. Let's go ahead and get rid of the battering ram so that nobody bothers to equip that. Let's go ahead and auto-deploy. Get rid of the battering ram. I wonder if this is a good idea. No one's back here. Someone will rush back there, but no one's back there right now. And I guess we could let the cavalry go through over here. Lots of shields. Yeah, okay. I'm just worried because the stairs are far away, whereas over here the stairs are... oh, actually, I misread this. Too bad I can't get a peek inside. You know what? Fine. Let's accept this. Let's see how this progresses for us. We're all the way back over here. We'll ride up and maybe we'll join up on the right side just to provide some assistance. No battering rams, so all of our soldiers should stay focused up ahead or on the artillery pieces. Hopefully that'll work out for us. Big risk, but, what's life without risks? Let's begin. Begin anyway, yeah. That's just warning me about the battering ram that's missing. And of course, these guys all end up back over here. Don't ever understand why that happens, but hey, it is what it is. Go ahead and ride forth. Hopefully we're not going to have too much trouble over here. Men are just flowing through. Oh, wonderful. Oh, not so wonderful. At least our archers are firing away. Go ahead and try and get behind these guys. Get off our horse. Come on now. Let's go. Try and help our men over here. Come on now. Come at me. Come at me. There we go. Just fire away a little bit. Distract these people. I mean, we are taking some losses. A lot of our recruits are dropping. No surprise there, obviously, right? Like, we are sitting ducks. This is exactly what I thought would happen. Familiar with this castle layout, I suppose. There we go. I could actually go up there potentially. I'm just worried about being surrounded and killed. Oh, come on now. I can't miss golden shots, these golden opportunities. Alright, get in here. Down he goes. Excellent. Keep slaughtering men. Come on now. Good stuff, good stuff. Quite a few of them are still up there. Not really worried about he coming up potentially. Oh no, here we go. This is an interesting decision by them, just overwhelming me a little bit. Don't like that. Oh, this is not good. I can barely see what's going on. Really a mosh pit. Let's get out of here and try and provide some support through range, because then at least we'll be doing something. We cannot get out of here. Alright, fair enough. Come on now. Come on, men. Let's go. If it's up we intend to go, then let's go up. I mean, the top right corner is looking great. That would suggest that we're not taking any losses anymore, so that's wonderful. There we go. There we go. And from up on high, victory is ours. Well done, men. Hopefully we didn't take too many losses there. Oh, just 52. That's not too bad at all, considering the circumstances. Considering the fact that, yeah, giant walls, archers letting loose freely. 59 leveled up as well. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, I'm okay with these results. I mean, again, losing a couple recruits here and there, that's bound to happen, right? Not the end of the world. And again, we have a reserve of prisoners as well. Yeah, let's go ahead. Another castle. Another banner to swap out, I suppose. So what is this? Let's say it's 200, 250 approximately is what we already have. So we definitely have room for more of our prisoners to be raised up. And then we have more room for some prisoners to be added to the cells. Some more swordsmen over here. Again, I really need a better infantry contingent. Just because I think that's our weak spot, right? We've got a lot of archers, or rather I should say, we have a lot of ranged troops. We have a decently sized cavalry contingent as well, a decent quality cavalry contingent too, but it is that front line that is very much lacking. Let's go ahead and pick up all the prisoners. I might as well take these troops as well. Yes, we're a little over our limit, but the castle has been won. We can drop the prisoners off over here. And oh, right, I need to. I forgot, because obviously waiting for several hours, I saved and stepped away, and when you load back into the game, it loses its assignments. I need to do that before I make any major mistakes. Where is my Valandian crossbow? I guess I'm done with all my lowest tier Valandian crossbow units, is that right? I do want to reorganize this a little bit as well, if possible, when possible. But that is a task for later, I suppose. Okay, we're done here. Over the limit? Yep. Again, that's fine, though. And go ahead and pick up all the loot. No reason not to. Relations decreased with Banu Kild. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, well, I mean, okay, I can do something about that. I can just not fight a war, even though I'm in the middle of one. But, hey, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, though. It's not the lowest. We can always work on improving those relations. We're still open to having conversations about them joining us. And let's go ahead and manage the prisoners over here. No one dropped any troops off, did they? Great. That's real helpful. I mean, it's fine, and we're marching around with this army anyway. What do I want to drop off over here, if anything? It's like I'd almost rather not leave any troops behind if all we're going to leave behind is, you know, a nothing force, really. Let the militia grow, I guess. Let's manage the castle over here. The walls have been destroyed. Let's go ahead and add you to the queue here. Let's go ahead and put some money down as well. 12 days. I am tempted to put Dorian the Scholar back over here, just to speed up building construction. Wouldn't be a bad idea. 20%, right? Nearly 20%. It's the only problem is picking him up afterwards. But in the middle of a battle, what difference does he really make? I guess when he's leading a contingent, it makes a difference there. No, you know, let's leave Dorian behind. Let's leave Dorian behind. And it will speed things up. Siege Workshop, I don't know if that's really as urgent, but it's almost done. Then we've got these workshops, bonus to construction. That'll be helpful. And then we work on the walls. Militia is growing, sure. And food is fine, so we don't need to work on irrigation. Let's stick with training militia over here.
Yeah, I think that's fine. And this is a good spot for Dorian to be in. But let's, before I forget, go to the dungeon, manage the prisoners, and drop off a bunch of these. As much as I hate to do it, there's no point carrying them around. They're going to get ransomed at some point anyway. Right now, they're just stopping me from carrying more, you know, worthwhile prisoners around with me. Now, who do I have here that is maybe useless? And where's the closest tavern? I guess the closest tavern is Ortizia, which I'm not going to get to before some of these prisoners escape. So we're going to drop some people off over here. Let's go ahead and drop off the Mamluk Heavy Cavalry. And I know they eat the food and stuff, but what am I going to do, right? For now, this is the ideal solution. Later on, we'll ransom them for some money. I need to get rid of 21 more prisoners. Okay, 21 prisoners. Which 21 shall go? Drop off the lowest tier, I suppose. Since we have a higher tier we can pull from. Drop off these Imperial recruits as well. Some of these low-tier Imperial archers, or militia archers can't upgrade, so let's drop off the militia archers. What are we looking at now? 119, 9 more need to go. Fair enough. Militia spearmen, sure, let's drop you guys off as well. Again, they're eventually, let's just drop them all off. They're eventually a good option for being garrison units and whatnot, but for now, I guess that's not really what I need to concern myself with. Because my plan is to just not let the enemy get to Aristochorus Castle in the first place. Right? Like, if I can keep them occupied over here, if they try to make a move up this way, I'll be able to cut them off. Right? If they try to make a move up this way. The only thing I have to concern myself with is them making a move around this way. Now, they're at war, if I'm not mistaken, they are still at war with... Oh, I hate that it does this. Kingdoms, Aserai. Still at war with the Khuzait. Excellent. So that means they're not able to just... Oh, damn, they're not at war with the Batanians anymore. Because I was going to say it'd be nice if they were still at war with the Batanians, or maybe they start a new war with the Valandians. Wow. Wow. It completely slipped my mind that Lanakhen Castle belongs to Ubroving. We knew that. We knew that from before when we were up by Varen Castle in Maranath. That's amazing. Because I was going to say it'd be great if the Batanians or the Valandians were eventually going to take care of this. But that's amazing, actually. Wow. 2-for-1 deal today. We got Aristochorus as well as Lanakhen Castle. And you know what? Hopefully that means Ubroving is happy with what they have. And I can keep Aristochorus for myself. Hopefully. Damn, that worked out a lot better than I realized it did. Let's go ahead and pump a little bit more influence in. Cool. But yeah, what I was getting at earlier is, because they're still at war with the Khuzait, they're not going to be able to come around this way as easily. I have to keep my eye out for it. They might be able to do it at some point. But that's not as much of a threat. So... I'm fairly comfortable having taken Aristochorus Castle. So now move around with a minimal garrison left behind. Let the militia grow slowly but surely. Move around, pick up some more recruits for our slightly weakened army, and then put Ortizia under siege. While at the same time, of course, fending off any of these raiders and whatnot. Gummerdan and Garantor are in a bit of trouble. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to have another conversation with another former friend, but I'm not gonna put all my eggs in that basket, so to speak. I'm ready for it all to go terribly wrong, right? I'm ready to not be able to have another conversation with anybody ever. I need to make sure, though, that Tovir stays with me. I need to make sure that nobody else can have a conversation with him either, is basically what I'm getting at. Yeah, we're about 500 or so strong. What was the garrison at Ortizia again? Like 700 or so? Okay, the owner of Aristochorus Castle has to go to me. I know, Tovir, you want it. But I don't think I trust you enough just quite yet. It'll only decrease slightly, if I'm not mistaken. See, that's the thing. Our relation is only 8. He's likely to abandon me anyway, so do I really want to take that risk? I'll take this castle, thank you very much. He doesn't seem to mind. So, that's good. I guess he understands. despite majority support against it. Listen here, you. Listen here. Now, ideally, would have passed more policies before we had vassals to worry about, but I don't think many of them are going to be opposed to what I push forward. I mean, gee, with 420, nice. With an extremely high amount of influence, I should certainly take a look at some options over here. Militia production increase is not bad. Marshals requiring less influence. Oh no, I don't want that. Influence of ruler clan is reduced. Again, castle charters was suggested. Hunting rights was suggested as well, which does sound like a good idea. I might propose that. And military corone. But that increased wage is maybe not a good idea, seeing how we're losing money basically all the time. This is also not bad. Would help me gain influence too at 7 a day. I don't want to hurt town loyalty. Don't want to hurt town loyalty. Okay, I'm going to hold off on this for a while still. I'm going to hold off on this for just a little while still. Let's make our way over to Ortizia. What I might want to do before I strike it is I might want to take a look at Lycia and... Ooh, Yorig. Let's see. Yorig, are you the man I want to speak with? Relations negative 52. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? It's worth a shot if I can corner him, which, who knows, maybe in the mountains over here I'll be able to corner him. Relations decreased a little bit. Come on now. Come on now. Oh yeah, we'll be able to corner him up over here. There's no escape up here. He has no choice. Don't worry, Lachem. I'm not chasing after you. We don't hunt caravans. We don't attack caravans. We don't attack villagers. We stay true to ourselves. Now this 84, I mean, gee, if they don't join us, then it might be wise to, I can't believe I let them slip away. It might be wise to, imprison them, but that conversation's one for later because I did let them get away. 762 defenders. 300 militia, eh? We're about 500 strong. I wouldn't mind having more allies before we strike Ortizia. Or at the very least, recruiting some more troops. I think would be the right call. Chasing Partia's party, he says. I don't think you are, man. It looks very much... Oh, there we go. Running from. That's more like it. That's more like it. Daily gold change, negative 500. That's not as bad as negative 2k and whatnot that we were seeing earlier. Let's go ahead and hop on over to Lycia. At least these guys are able to pick up some recruits. Guarantor is still fine as is. Looks like this Guarantor is in trouble. Gummerdan is in trouble as well. Not many recruits I can get from within this area. If we're willing to travel all the way to Charas, then we'll be able to get some higher tier recruits because we've improved relations over there, but I think we need to move towards Ortizia. Now, before I even take a look at that, I just want to see what's going on over here. Why do I have these alerts? I assume, yep, prisoners willing to join us. Wonderful, wonderful, and wonderful. 204, yeah, we're fine. Cool. And what's up with this screen? My athletics has gone up. Oh, wow, what? Amazing, extra arrows it is. Your quiver will have +2 arrows when you enter battle on foot. Oh, I have to enter on foot? Well, that's useless, but hey, higher athletics is nice. Oh wow, tactics has hit 50 as well. Cool, tactical superiority. Your soldiers deal 5% more damage in simulations. Okay, fair enough. I mean, there's nothing else to pick. Might as well pick that. Good that we're hitting some of these steps, though. No one else to level up or anything, but hey, you know what? It's coming at a good time. It's coming at a good time. So, Oristicor's Castle, taken. Up north, Lanarkhen Castle, taken. In a much more diplomatic approach. With our, first ally, I suppose. Over here, can we... Let's speak to him. Your Highness, it's been a while. I'm good that he addresses me properly. A hard day's work taking Oristicor's Castle, but worth it. There's something I'd like to discuss. I have a proposal that may benefit us both. I just want to see. I just want to see... If I give him a little gift. A token gift, if you will. Just to round the number off. Because he's happy with nothing, right? It doesn't help with relations or anything. I don't think it ever did. At most, it helped with charm, but that's when charm was really low. I have a quick question. Never mind. I wish I could actually have a conversation with him, given our circumstances. But I guess not. Still haven't patched that in. Alright, we're done. We made good progress today. this is where we're going to call it a session. My apologies again for some of the editing that was necessary. I hope that wasn't too jarring, but I can't help I can't help it, I guess. I didn't want to have construction sounds in the recording, obviously. I'm sure some snuck through, and I do apologize for that as well. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this session. I certainly did. We had a good fight for Aristocor's Castle, not as horrendous for us as I'd initially anticipated it would be. Though, I mean, we are losing. We are losing troops as time goes on. We only have 12 days of food left, so I might actually want to go to Charas to pick up some more food. Or maybe at least Sargot to pick up some more food, and then strike at Ortizia. Because Ortizia will need to be a prolonged siege. Their food stocks are low, which is excellent. If we can drop their garrison strength down, oh my god, it's going to take forever. It's going to take forever, but I think we have to. Unless we are fortunate enough to see some friends come through. Now, we could also take a look at striking at Tubulis Castle, but I feel like at that point, we're tempting fate. If we strike at Tubulis Castle, then we open ourselves up down over here to lose Tubulis Castle. And for what gain? I can't think of any. So folks, it is at Lycia that we bring this chapter to a close. The village has been looted, unfortunately, so, you know, not a very relaxing place to end up in. But next chapter, I think we strike at Ortizia, at the jewel that was withheld from us. But wow, it is wild to see how we've expanded our holdings. Things have gone better than I'd anticipated, but this must be the calm before the storm. There must be some brutal future ahead of us. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is for another time. If you enjoyed this chapter, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I do it. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, I bid you farewell.